This month marks the 50th anniversary of the Attica Uprising, the deadliest prison riot in U.S. history. The uprising at the New York State Prison began after nearly 1,300 prisoners who were subjected to terrible living conditions took control of the facility. The uprising left 43 people dead after New York State police retook the prison by force. Dr. Ann Thompson, an activist, author, and historian, joins me to talk more about what the uprising meant then and its relevance today. Dr. Thompson, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight.
It's great to be here.
All right, so a lot of our viewers are probably unfamiliar about what happened at Attica. We know that the uprising began when the prisoners' demands for better living conditions weren't being heard. Describe for us just how bad things were at Attica.
Well, very much like today, prison conditions were terrible. Prisoners were then being fed on 63 cents a day. They were given a roll of toilet paper to last a month. There was terrible racial abuse in the prison, terrible guard abuse. And like today, there was really bad racial disparity in who got arrested and who got. But back then, these men stood together in this prison and collectively negotiated with the state of New York for better and humane conditions. The problem was, ultimately, on this exact day, September 13th, 1971, in the middle of those negotiations that were going very well, the state of New York retook that prison with deadly force. And the consequences of that were pretty dire, because they told the American people that the prisoners were responsible for the carnage in the prison that day. And really, we were lied to, and really it has a lot to do with why we then turned our back on prisons, on prison conditions, and really embrace the mass incarceration that seems to be worse today than they were then.
Now, 50 years later, this is still the deadliest prison riot in U.S. history, but you feel Attica is significant for reasons other than the tragic death toll. Why is it important to remember what happened there?
Well, in part, like I said, because we were really sold a false bill of goods. For 45 years, Americans thought that Attica was all about what the prisoners had done wrong there. We were told that Attica was about the worst of the worst men who were locked up there. It turns out that the research that I did on this book uncovered something really differently. It turns out that they sent in armed troopers who then killed the men who were protesting, who didn't have any firearms, who were protesting pretty peaceably, who had treated the guards that they had taken hostage in there really well, had negotiated very peaceably for better conditions, and the carnage inside was down to law enforcement, who was then protected for 45 years. And we didn't know any of this. And we now have gotten to the scope of this cover-up. And it's pretty serious, because those voters who were lied to then voted for things like the drug war and voted for things like maximum security prisons. And we took a real bad turn 50 years ago that we're just now, as policy people, figuring out. And it led to the locking up of more people in this country than anywhere else, more black and brown people than anywhere else. And we're trying to, as we know, we're trying to reckon with it. We're trying to undo it. But the cost in cities like I live in right now, in Detroit, is devastating. And so we got to get it right this time.
Heather, one of the demands the prisoners made was for, quote, adequate health care. So 50 years later, in the midst of a global pandemic, can you say that the prison healthcare system has improved since then?
No. I mean, one of the most shocking things is that even though on the books we have this imagination that prisoners have TVs and that perhaps things are pretty good on the inside, commit the crime and people get to lay around their cells, do nothing. The truth of the matter is prisons are hellholes. Any of us who have family members on the inside or know any inside know this is true, but there's this imagination that prisons are okay. They're not okay. They're torture chambers. They're horrific. And prisons are places where people live, children live, mothers live, people's fathers live, and ostensibly these are places that are meant to keep our society safer. They are not, and we need to open the doors and see what really goes on inside of them. They're actually worse today than they were back in the 70s because we've turned a blind eye. And on this 50th anniversary of Attica, it's a good occasion to look at what those men inside 50 years ago were trying to fight for, which was not to be let out. It was to simply humanize and make humane the conditions inside.
All right, Dr. Heather Ann Thompson, activist, historian, and author of Blood in the Water. Thank you so much for your time tonight. More Making the Case after this.